Welcome to my channel. My name is Brittnay, and I don't really know what this channel is going to be. This is my first video I'm making, but I just felt like making it. So today I wanted to talk to you about some makeup products that I found recently that are really super cheap, but also really pretty good for their price points. So I don't think they're new makeup products. Like some of them I've seen actually like years ago, but I just never tried them because I thought, oh, like it's cheap, it's probably gonna be crap, whatever. But recently I've been trying to buy a bunch of different like cheap products and see which ones work and which ones don't. That way I can maybe save myself some money in the future. So I thought, why not share that with you so you all can save yourself some money in the future also. So I have 7 products here, and I've made a list. So the first one on my list is the Maybelline New York Fit Me. Well, I actually have 2 different of their foundations. Let's see, one of them, they're both, you can find them for like under $6. I think I got these ones for, I don't know, I think like $5 at Target. But I actually bought the Matte and Poreless and the Dewy and Smooth. And the matte one is for normal to oily skin. The dewy one is for normal to dry skin, but it's the Maybelline New York Fit Me. Let's see if I can get these good. There you go, these ones. That one's the matte, that one's the dewy, and they're actually like surprisingly good. I think these actually were like $4 at Target. I mean, they're just good foundations. Like, it's not that great, but like if you use a good primer and a good like setting spray, they last quite a while. It's actually the matte one is the one that I have on right now, and I don't know if I would call it poreless, like that's a big claim, but it doesn't get super oily like the matte one. I have really oily skin, and the dewy one definitely does not help at all. The matte one, it does get oily after a while if you have oily skin. So the next product, let's see on my list. The next one is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Set and Smooth Pressed Powder, which I decided, I don't really wear a lot of pressed powder, but I decided to give it a shot, like since it would match my foundation, I guess, and because it's really cheap. And I didn't have like a setting powder at the time that I liked, so this one, it's set and smooth, so it's supposed to set your makeup and like make your skin look really smooth, and it definitely does. It's definitely good. It's good. I can't remember, I think I wrote it down actually on here. This one is also under $6, so I mean for $12 you can get a liquid foundation and a setting powder, or you can just wear this by itself. It doesn't really have any coverage though, so don't expect much from it. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick Blush, and that is this. You've probably seen it. I'm sure you've seen it in stores. I saw it a bunch of times and I just never bought it because I don't really usually go for Wet n Wild. You know, you always think, so it's like hit or miss. Sometimes you get a Wet n Wild product and it's fine or great, but sometimes it's like the worst thing you've ever bought. This is under $4, which is super cheap. But yeah, that blush is really good. It's really blendable. You know, if you wear liquid foundation, it works really good. I don't think it would work at all if you wore powder foundation. I usually put my powder on after I do that, or I use a powder blush usually, so, but it usually works pretty good for me, especially at like under $6. Like that's not bad at all. Or that one is actually under $4, so that's like, you know, a few bucks. The next thing we have is the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder. And I got this at Target. I think when I returned the contour stick, I saw this was on sale, and so I decided to get it. I got it for $3.98, but I believe, let's see, it's usually under $8, so it's still pretty cheap usually. And I'm pretty picky about highlighters. Like, most of them that you buy at like Target or Rite Aid or anything don't look like anything at all, you know? But this one actually shows up pretty well. And I got, this one was on sale. It was like a purpley one, which I had never tried before. I don't know if you can see the color so much. Let me see here. No, you can't really see it on my hand either. It's like a purpley color. It looks really silvery on camera, but in real life it looks a lot more purpley. Like I used it in the corners of my eye today. Oh, and like up here, that's that purpley kind of highlighter looking part. That's from this, and it works really good. Like for a highlighter from a drugstore, I really like it, and it's definitely illuminating, as you guys can barely see it. But yeah, I like it. The purple, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the purple, but it was the only one that they had on clearance, so I tried it. I had never tried anything like I had never tried like purple shades for stuff like that before, and I actually ended up really liking it. Um, and the next thing we have is the Wet n Wild Ombre blush, and this one is a big one. I've seen a lot of YouTubers like talk about this, about like how it's really good and stuff, and it's not like really good. It's not like the most amazing blush ever, but do you really need your blush to be that good, you know? Like, it's just blush, and it's under $5. I got mine for $2.50, and I think I actually bought this. Oh, I got this one at Walmart. Okay, but I got it for $2.50, and let me see if I can get this open. That's what it looks like. So it goes from pink up top to like a light purpley kind of pink to like a darker purple, and the highlighter with this, I also used this one on the inside of my like on the inner corner of my eye. I used it's kind of nice because I have a dark purple eyeshadow that I put on the outside, and then I like to use the light pink on the inner corner of my eye, and then like do something in the middle for like the middle to like blend it out. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, it works good. This is the blush that I have on right now, but I barely put any on, so you can't really see. I don't know if you can see the highlighter either, because that's I used all of these products that I could today. Like, I tried to incorporate all of them into my look. But I mean, it's like $4. That's pretty good for a blush, and it works well. Like, it's definitely pigmented. Like, if sometimes you just have to put a little bit more on, but I used barely any today, and I mean, I guess you can't really see it that well, but it definitely made a difference when I was putting it on. Let's see. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was the Milani Prime Perfection, which I think is like the most, oh no, it's not the most expensive thing, but it's a kind of one of the more expensive things on this list, but it's still under $9, so that's not bad. I got this at Target, and I didn't know that Target had like Milani and NYX, like so many options. I'm from a small town, so where I live, like Rite Aid and like Walmart has like nothing really to choose from. So I went to Target and I got this because I was looking for a new primer because I could not find a primer that worked for me. And this one is, it says that it is hydrating and pore minimizing, and it's oil free, which is nice. But it's not like super hydrating. Like, it probably is hydrating, but not like noticeably. And it does minimize your pores. Like, you can see a difference in your like face overall, but like I have bigger pores like on my nose and like in this area, like a lot of people do. If like, don't expect it to like hide those pores because it's not going to. But it does work pretty well, especially for a $9 one. So I figured I would throw that in there. And also another one that I found is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. This one, like, this one has, the Milani one has like those little like beads in it you can feel when you're rubbing it in. This one doesn't, and I think this one doesn't say oil free or hydrating or pore minimizing or anything. It just says face primer. It's like a pretty basic thing. I think I got this for like $5 or something at Walmart. But on the back it says Magic Potion. Refines pores, fills fine lines, brightens complexion, even skin tone. It's not that great, but it's really super cheap, and it's not that bad. It's better than all the other cheap primers that I've found. So I would recommend this one, but if you can't afford the $9 for this one, go with this one maybe. Check it out, try it. But although if you're going to get the Milani one for $9, you might as well spend like an extra $5 and get like, I think for $12 you can get the, I forget what brand it is, but you can get like the little pot one that's like really pore minimizing. Like I have that one too. I forget what brand it is though. But like you can get pretty good ones for like $15. So if you're willing to spend the extra, spend it. It is worth it. But if not, those ones are fine. Or at least to me, they seem fine. Because like who wants to spend like $15 on a product that, you can't even really tell the difference unless you get like a really good one. And so the final product is my favorite product. I saved the best for last. This is a product that I found recently that I wasn't going to buy because I thought there's no way this is going to work out good for me. Every time I buy something like this, it just is awful. It sucks, whatever. It's also the most expensive product. I have an older formula, so I couldn't find the exact price of it. But I looked up how much the new formula costs, and it's $10 to $15. Most of them were like 10 to 12, but there were some online for like 14 or something. So I put 10 to 15. But it is the Almay Smart Shade makeup. I have the anti-aging one. It's a skin tone matching makeup. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. This is what mine looks like. Let's see, there you go. That's what mine looks like in shade light. When I bought it, they had light, medium, and dark, I think. Now they have like 5 or 6 shades. On the new one, it has SPF 20 in it, and it starts out white, and then it's like supposed to match your skin, like fade to your skin tone kind of, which actually, let me see. I'll show you guys what it does because it's kind of cool and interesting. So let's see. See how that's white? Well, as you rub it in, it starts to, I don't know if you can tell so good on camera, but it starts to like, yeah, there we go. But all right, thank you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you do end up trying any of these, or if you have tried them before and you did or didn't like them. I think every product is different for everyone depending on how you use it and like your skin and everything, like what you're looking for. So if you tried one of these products and hated it, please leave it down below so that nobody else takes my recommendation and wastes $4. All right, thank you guys.